Hey there, y'all. I wanted to bring y'all to lunch with me today, okay? I might be eating, but I'm gonna be talking at the same time, okay? Period. So, on today, I just wanted to come to you on my lunchtime and just have some random girl talk, some random relationship talk, just some random talk, okay? I'm feeling like I need to be spitting some jewels out here to bless you guys, to help you guys be a better you, okay? Especially for those who desire marriage, okay? And desire to be in a committed relationship. Listen. One thing that we have to remember is that we cannot do nothing without God, right? So what we do in our relationships is apply the principles that God has given us to be in that relationship. So a lot of us, we're being torn down, and I've been through it, so I can talk about it. A lot of us are expecting these godly principles out of something that is not godly, out of relationships that we are putting together ourselves because we had kids with this person. We think that this person is supposed to show us those godly principles because we have had sexual encounters with these people. We think that they supposed to show us godly principles, okay? Because we love this person, because we've been with this person for years, we think that they're supposed to show us these godly principles. But the thing is, we have it backwards, right? See, I have dealt with so many relationships, and I couldn't understand why does none of these relationships work out? Why I even been married and I couldn't understand why they were not working out. The problem is I was putting something together that God did not ordain for me at that moment. Putting people in my life that was not meant for me in that moment, because I had sexual encounters with them and I automatically thought that they were the one for me. Okay? So, this is a reason why it's good to be celibate. Because you don't get blinded, you don't get clouded, okay? You can stop so much things from happening, from having kids out of wedlock. Now you gotta deal with that situation. A lot of the decisions that goes on in our life is because a lot of the things that goes on in our life is because of decisions that we made. But I'm here today to help you make a change in those decisions, to help you to understand, like, hey, well, this is where I messed up. And just because you messed up and you did what you did, and you know you didn't follow the principles of God, doesn't make it too late. Because you can always fix things. But what I don't want you to do is get caught up in people who are not for you, because you think that love is not going to keep anyone. You can love somebody from a distance. You can love somebody so much that they keep hurting you, that you're like, you know what? I'd rather not be with you than to keep going like this, because this is not getting anywhere, right? And let me stir up my salad, okay? This is a little ghetto, but I'm just saying. I just needed one bite. Right? So, we have all these expectations for them, right? We get with them and we say, hey, I expect you to show me marriage principles, godly marriage principles in this relationship that we have tied without God. There's no marriage involved. The person has never ever talked about marriage. But you have marriage on your mind, but that person don't have marriage on their mind. And because you never spoke to them and got to know what was on their mind about relationships, and you just hopped in something, and then you thought that you were going to change their mind. but the person never had marriage on their mind. And you could have known that if we would have just waited, if we would have just got to know the person, if we would have just not put that thing together for ourselves. So a lot of us is like, oh, why are they doing this with other women, and why are they doing that? And you've been with this person for years, okay? If this person does not see you as valuable to they're able to make them your wife, you are wasting your time. They don't see you as their wife. It does not take years for someone to see you as their wife. If it has to take 7, 5, 7, 4, 3, 2 years, that means they're not sure. So why would you waste your time on someone who's not sure? It doesn't make any sense when there's someone out there who is sure. There's someone out there who is sure that they know what they want. They know that they want marriage. They know that they're able to be committed to you. Okay, because the thing about men is they know who their wife is when they first meet them. The Bible says he that finds a wife finds a good thing. He knows exactly when he finds her that person is her wife. That's why when you get with people, they won't claim you. First of all, my thing is there is nothing making you different from the rest. A man sees everything. They may not say it. They may not say it, but their actions show it. If you're supposed to be their lady, but you're out in the club every night, you're out in the club every weekend, you're hanging with your girls, drinking, getting drunk all the time, you have no type of drive. The only drive you have is going to a 9 to 5 every single day. He can't bring you something and you turn it to a home. He can't bring you something and you multiply it. He can't do anything with it. You showing all your goods to everybody on Facebook, on social media, on everywhere. When you go out, everybody see your goods. So he looks at you like, what can I do with you? And everybody already knows who you are. Listen, I hope I'm helping somebody today. Okay? That's what I hope. I hope that I'm helping somebody today to understand that you are valuable. You are valuable. And you have to treat yourself as such or others will not. And you cannot expect some godly principles, marriage principles, out of something that God has not blessed. Okay. Another thing is, you're not ready. You're simply not ready. I have been down that lane where I was not ready. I thought I was ready because I see everybody else getting married and I seen everybody else doing this and doing that, not knowing their story behind it, not knowing what they had to go through. But I thought that I was ready because I kept getting hurt by different people. And I said, you know what? I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to do this thing called life. No, I was not. No, I wasn't. I still had a messed up attitude. I still wanted to do what I wanted to do. I still wanted to be promiscuous. Listen, when the only thing you can say is, when you get lonely and stuff, you're like, I can't wait till I find a man that can do this every night to me. And then like, what? That's all that you want? That's all you think you're worth? So if you have that mindset about yourself, how do you expect someone else to have a different mindset about you? I'm gonna eat my salad on that one. Okay? I'm gonna eat my salad on that one. You haven't even healed from your mama issues. You haven't even healed from your rejection. You haven't even healed from your father issues. You haven't even healed from abandonment. You have not even healed. And you keep telling yourself you are. But you keep jumping into relationships, because I was one of them. I just want to find my person. I just want to find my person. It wasn't until I realized who I was and whose I was when I knew that I was more valuable than these people took me. So it was easy for me to get up out of something when I needed to. It was easy for me to let go. Okay? And once somebody started not to fit in that plan, they had to go. And guess what? It wasn't until I realized who I was and whose I was and what I was worth till God sent me that man that was for me, that man that would love me unconditionally, that man that even though we may mess up, we get through. Because we both have the same, look, we're equally yoked. When you guys both have the same mindset, the same goals, the same things going on in life, you're gonna click. But it wasn't until I surrendered to God and dealt with those things that was deep within me, deep inside of me, that I didn't even know was still dormant there. It took time. It's not all about, oh, I don't have nothing to do, I'm lonely. Sometimes you have to be alone. That is your pruning season. My book is coming out soon, so I ain't gonna get too deep into it. But that is your pruning season. Your pruning season is you deep diving into them things about yourself so that you can be a better wife, so that you can be a better mate, a better helpmate. You should know how to multiply. You should know how to, if he brings groceries and home, you know how to make a meal. If he brings money to you, you know how to multiply that. Not take it to the club to go drink up half the money. Not go to the casino to go spend all the money. Listen. You have to know what it means to be a wife. You are not yet ready to be a wife. Doesn't mean that you can't get ready, but you're not ready. I know this because I was not ready at the time. I had to literally find out who I was. I had to literally find out what it meant to be a wife. Because you're going to have to deal with cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids and pleasing your husband and keeping yourself only for your husband and not hanging out with people who's going to draw you back. You had to let some people go. Okay? You had to learn how to have a quiet spirit. You have to learn how to be uncomfortable in situations, because there's going to be situations where you're uncomfortable with someone because you're learning them, so that you'll know how to maneuver that and how to fit each other into each other's life. There you go. You have to learn that. It's not an easy thing. So, as much as you keep saying, you ready, you ready, you ready, you're not. And stop expecting these people who is not your husband to show you husband qualities. They haven't married you for a reason. Don't let them waste your time. 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 That's what I gotta say. Okay? You gotta change up some habits. You gotta change up some things if you want someone to be happy with you. Okay? I remember I used to go back and forth into relationships every time I drop when I get into another one. How could I ever heal if I just kept getting into relationships, trying to fill the void that was within me. And the only person that can fill that void is God. The spouse just brings more to my life. He adds more to my life. That's what that is for. But you have to respect yourself so someone could respect you. And that's that. Okay? And a lot of us need to learn how to keep certain things to ourselves. We go around telling everybody our relationship business. To everybody. And then we're wondering why it failed. So ladies, I just wanted to come to you today and talk to you just a little bit about some random relationship talk. And I hope this has blessed you. I hope that you will make some changes in your life. Get to know you. Get to know who you are, okay? Without somebody until you're ready. It may take time, but it'll happen. There's someone out there for you that you don't have to make love you. They're gonna love you because they want to. They're gonna love you for you. They're gonna love you because they choose to love you. And they're not going to take forever to say that you are their wife. Okay? As quick as you're giving up your body to him without a ring on your finger, is as quick as he's gonna find somebody else who's gonna give themselves to him. So ain't nothing different about you. Ain't nothing different about you. And then you're like, oh, why are they playing me with this person? There's nothing different about you. Okay? When a guy realizes your worth and he sees, oh, like she's not a force. Look, I'm telling you, she's not having that. If he really love you, he gonna change. Ask me, I know. He's going to change, period. Because he does not want to lose you. He does not want to lose you. And then he gonna want to tie that thing down. He ain't gonna want nobody else to have you. Stop forcing it. Stop forcing it. Let it happen. Stop forcing it. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.